fast-paced sports. He's used to it. But I just think if it were to go to the ground, it's just such a I think. Is that any good over there?
That's all pot trim.
Hey, good to die. I'm gonna hurt her, don't forget it. Mine sharper than machetes. Spicy like chili, got that sauce like spaghetti. Cooking this crack on this track, keep it steady. Hope y'all are ready, this my Armageddon. I'm making them sweaty, these groupies lined up and they naked and ready. I fuck the world and y'all all get aborted. I love recording, y'all do it for boredom. Sipping on this shit.
I just don't. Oh, here we go. Hey, my phone's working. We got Taylor in the room. What's his name?
Anthony.
Anthony.
Here.
Say what's up, Anthony. All right, that's all you
Podcast
get to say.
number
Shut the fuck up.
2.
We got a deer sweatshirt in the room with some sort of like painting. It's the best sweatshirt I've ever seen in my goddamn life. And it makes me want to talk about fights. Now we're going to talk about fights.
I tried to trade him for that sweatshirt if you want to give it up.
Yeah, what can we possibly do to get this fucking deer standing by an ocean side?
I'll tell you the first thing.
It's the best sweatshirt ever.
You guys, you gotta get something to get stoned with, and we gotta get high before we get talking.
Yeah, I'm high, so
Yeah, you
Mike's
guys
gonna
keep
have
this
to
going.
figure
You guys
that
keep
going.
this going.
Yeah, we'll keep it going. We'll keep it going. Hey guys, so as Mike suggested, we do recommend you be high for this show at all times. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, he agrees. The guy with the best sweatshirt ever agrees. That means you keep it real. You keep it high. We're sponsored by Welcome to Bikini Bottom poster in this room. They are proud supporters of the show, and this has been the commercial break.
I'm more excited about this podcast than the first one, I think. Content-wise. Like, I was very excited
I think
for
we're
the
fluid. I think
first
the
one,
nerves
but-
are gone. I was honestly a little nervous. I felt like I couldn't be myself, Michael.
But now,
I've had a piece of shit last 2 days. You know, I don't need to get into it.
you don't want to get into it?
No, I want to get into fights. I watched them in
John fucking Jones.
I like that. I love when he comes to events. He doesn't show up to many, I don't think, but this was in Albuquerque.
Yep.
What'd you think about the fights? Did you watch the card?
I watched not all of them. I don't remember what I got doing. I got busy, but I did go back and watch all the highlights to it, and I watched the Jan fight. I watched Diego get illegally struck, and
Do we want to just go right from there?
Yeah, let's.
Could we
get right
talk
into
about Michel kneeing Diego Sanchez in a fight he was dominating? I don't want to rip on Diego Sanchez. I still think, whoop my ass even with this weird new technique. However, in the spirit of talking about the sport itself, what the fuck is going on, Diego? Who is this asshole? Why do we have one? We have one guy in the corner. He's very small, and we don't know what his martial arts background is. He's listed as a movement coach. I think they're fucking each other. No one's winning fights, so can we talk about it?
I think. Well, first, if you are Diego, would you also take the DQ? Would you DQ him, or would you fight him? Do you blame him for not continuing?
When I was watching it live, I was confused that they didn't react the same way to the previous knee in the fight earlier. Do you remember? So there was a DQ earlier,
No.
knee to the face. The fucking Indian guy, he's actually from whatever. He's Native American. I don't remember his name. I'm sorry, sir. But he took a knee to the fucking head. And you won the fight, all right?
All right.
And then, but they immediately called it, like he dropped to the floor. And similar happened to Diego. He took a knee to the head. He dropped to the floor. He's bleeding bad.
Yeah, it was a bad cut.
It was a bad cut. And, I think Diego has every right to take the DQ, for sure. It was blatantly illegal.
Yeah, I seen a couple of guys getting
It's
on him.
your job. It's Michel's job not to fucking
He's
do an
also
illegal. It's
down
an
on the
illegal.
cards.
Yeah, it's an illegal motherfucker.
He's lost. I don't know how many fights.
yes,
in the last
he probably
5 fights
knew-
in the last 2 years. He's lost. I know he's not won many. He's on a very downward trend.
He was on a downward trend, and then he beat, who was it? Mickey? No, I think it was Mickey Gall. I think he beat Mickey Gall. Pretty sure.
Yeah, he beat somebody.
We don't fact check around here and fucking
But
Lighter
I do
Flicks
know-
Hype Kicks. That's the name of the podcast. By the way, you are listening to Lighter Flicks and Hype Kicks, and you better be lighting it up. You better be smoking something.
We're working on it now.
Yeah, Mike's taking, and I will be 7,000 years old when I get to smoke. But continue, Michael.
We'll get there.
The card was cool. I like the fucking head
It was an
strikes on
overall
the
good
ground.
card.
I like seeing people get brutalized in a very aggressive way that is completely illegal. As long as the person that threw the illegal strike loses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then you get your win bonus. You took a mad strike, but man, it's fun to watch. Because it's such a brutal fucking position, man.
Yeah, and Diego made a lot of money taking that DQ. One, he was going to lose, so getting the win, he gets $100,000 for show, $100,000 for win. And if he loses, he might get cut. So now this guarantees him another fight.
I bet
That's
on
big.
Jan. I bet on Jan and won some money.
Oh.
Because I thought Jan could knock him out. I wasn't super duper confident, but I was like, man, this is a great bet.
Yeah.
Because he had just knocked out Rockhold. He's won like I think 6 out of the last 7 maybe.
And he doesn't talk much. So that
He doesn't because
I
his
like that.
English is a second language, but in Poland he's a fucking superstar by
Yeah.
now, and he looked great, and he fucking levels people, man.
Yeah.
Like I think if he hits anyone on the chin, anyone can go out. I'm interested in the John fight. I originally wanted the rematch because I thought Dominic won. It depends on how you score the Dominic Jones fight.
How did you score it?
When I watched it, I scored it 3-2.
3-2?
Dominic.
Yeah, first time. Second time,
Yeah.
keep it the same?
Yes. However, it depends it depends. It could have been a draw in my view because the 5th round he was able to work Dominic. Dominic basically did nothing but run away in the 5th round. Like he was just
trying to
surviving.
yeah.
He was out of gas. He was surviving. So if that's a 10-8, then I have a draw. But then I hate draws, so then I would probably find a way to give it to Jones. So I'm not angry with the decision at all. But I thought a rematch would be exciting to do it right away. Let's go International Fight Week this July, number 2. I think people would be excited
rounds
about it.
4 and 5 more than...
No, you can't because that's not our scoring system. You can say like, oh, you have to beat the champ, and those rounds matter more. But that's not how our scoring system.
I don't think it's got to do with beat the champ, but I think it's got to do with a fight. And in a fight, if let's say this isn't just 1 through 5, let's see what the judges say. If that fight continues, John Jones wins.
Yes.
There's no doubt about it.
Which makes me think, yeah.
The longer it goes on, the better you are.
Yeah.
Theoretically, if me and Anthony start scrapping and we really get at it and he ends up getting on top of me, pounding on me, even if I start getting on, like let's say I come at him, I get on top of him and start piss pounding him. He rolls on top of me, gets a couple lucky ones, gets on top of my face, whatever, doesn't look like I'm going to get back on top of him. You stop it. Who won that fight? Anthony. I did have a good start. I maybe landed more, but that motherfucker was on top at the end.
Well, I would have gave it to him just for the sweatshirt he's wearing, but
Yeah.
Indeed, he would
But
have won
that is
the
not
fight
how the
by-
scoring system is out there. It's more of a sport. But in
That's
a
why
fight
they're
sense,
talking about doing live, so we could get right into this
I
now.
hate live.
Going
That's
back
a
to Jan
terrible
really
idea.
quick. Jan, great performance. I love the back and forth with Jones.
I
I'm fine
wanted
with the
Corey Anderson to win that fight.
Me too.
I did
Me
want
too. I
Corey
was
Anderson to
rooting for
win,
Corey.
but
I like Jan. I like Jan too, but I root for Corey.
yeah,
He's an American wrestler. He's kind of my guy. So.
he's a wrestler. I as you guys know, I like all the wrestlers, and I feel like he's put in a lot of work. He needs a little bit of he's due a little bit. I don't think he's always gotten it all, but hey, he had a chance against Jan, and you got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, but still having exciting fights. I still think his name's up there.
And this is probably the best the light heavyweight division's looked in I don't know how long.
Yeah. So I think it goes Jones fights Jan next. It looks like it's trending that way.
Yeah.
Just because MMA's
The
about
call
what's
out at
now,
the
and he got the finish.
Yep.
And then they do a Dominic rematch right after, because then Dominic can really get healthy too. Because Dominic actually, I think his leg was pretty banged up.
So here's what I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to give Jan the John Jones fight. If John wants to fight, John has fought quite a bit lately, so I wouldn't be surprised if he goes, all right, whoa, let's just take a second, let's regather, let's train for a little bit. let's figure out where we want to go
I think
next.
International Fight Week makes sense for John.
Yeah.
Because I think his stock is starting to rise. He showed up at the event. He's standing on the chair. I think he's trying to get known again.
Yeah.
So I think we need a big time period. So I think International Fight Week would be really cool against... I really think Dominic's the better fight, but if they go Jan, they go Jan. I personally think they're going to go Dominic, because I think Dominic's a bigger star, and I think they're going to go with the bigger star.
I think they should go Dom.
It's a bigger fight.
And Thiago.
Oh, and then, dude, there was news about this today, did you see? Santos was offered a fight for his return when he is healthy, and guess what? It's against a non-ranked opponent. So he obviously declined that, and so they're going to be talking to the UFC, I think, because if that report was right, whatever I saw, I can't remember who it's by, and I can't look it up because my phone's recording, because, hey, we're in a hole in the ground.
I don't know where my phone is either.
Listen.
But whatever.
That's fucking...
Look it up on your own fucking time.
Yeah, fuck you. So, if that's true, I think it's highly disrespectful, but, I don't know. Heavyweight
they had a bad
it doesn't
injury.
look like...
They don't want him to... They don't want to get rid of him. They want to...
And it doesn't look like John's moving. What did you think about John's performance? Who'd you have winning the fight?
So, when I first watched the fight, I was like, wow. I think Dominic may have... I think Dom won this fight. I never thought I'd see John Jones lose.
Yeah, I thought he won too.
John Jones lost that fight.
Yeah.
I watched it again, and I started noticing things about John's game that I don't know how I should score them, but I see him doing a lot in the earlier rounds of just defensively. You see Dom throwing, and he's doing so good defensively. He's not getting hit, or he's just getting brushed off. He's just sitting there, and you're like, this is where Dom's looking good, but John's not taking no damage here.
Yeah.
They gave him one knockdown that I thought was a fall, a slip. It
was like a push on the chest.
Yeah,
the punch pushed him over, but he was off balance, and it was more like a shove to the ground when someone's off balance. It was. Yeah, I don't think it should be scored a knockdown. I don't know. Dominic in the post-fight interview was like, they didn't score my knockdown, but then I heard they did. So I don't know if they did or not.
Yeah, I heard
scoring was nightmaric. They're talking about not going back to Texas at all until they fix and go to unified rules, because that was fucking insane.
It was a very bad card.
And they're doing live scoring. So they're gonna try. Scoring. So you don't like live scoring? No. Like end of the first round, you're a fighter. You wouldn't want to know if you won that round or not. No. Would you want to know if you run a round or not? If there's
maybe as
3
a
rounds?
Fighter, but as a spectator,
you'd want to know. I want to know as a spectator too. I don't see why not. And
because it changes what happens in a fight. Now, me and you were fighting. It gets to I win the first 2 rounds. Let's say it's a 3-round fight. Now that round 3, I'm not. Yeah. If one round's close, now I'm taking round 3 off. So you're losing competitiveness all through the fight.
Yeah, but you could really... But if you take a round completely off, you could really get fucked in the scores, because you could get a 10-8. I'm a little surprised there wasn't a 10-8 in that Jones-Reyes fight for the 5th round. I thought it was a draw, really.
John moves forward a lot. Dominic Reyes did not... He did a lot more circling
around. He slowed down
a
hell of a lot in the 4th and 5th, though. So I don't know. We'll see what they do with that next.
And John did have center of the octagon
this weekend
and takedowns.
Dude, this weekend is the New Zealand card.
Is that Izzy Romero?
I'm gonna keep this going, and I'm gonna look shit up because I'm fucking on top of it over here.
Ooh.
We're upgrading over here. What do you think about that?
By the way, anybody out there listening, we are looking for a logo. Draw up your best logos. There might be a competition coming out soon, so be ready for that.
Yeah, we need a logo, I think. Because we're going to try and get into this fucking Spotify and iTunes game. Yeah, we're just trying to run this shit, okay?
We're just trying to get high.
Fight talks and getting high.
And talk about fighting.
Are you interested in that? You probably should be.
If you're not, you got props.
You got props. Big props. Anything else? All right. Main event. I'm fucking so excited for Paul Felder, Dan Hooker.
Ooh, that's the Felder Hooker.
You gotta watch it, Mikey.
That's gonna be a fucking throwdown.
Dan is so fucking tough. The Barbosa fight, he took so much damage and he just keeps marching forward. Ally Quinta said he's so tough. And that was Dan's last fight. Beat the fuck out of Ally Quinta.
What about
And Al's so tough. He went all 5 rounds. And Paul Felder is dangerous, man. Like, he's so good. His fight record is really good. He's fought a lot of good guys. I feel like commentating, too, has almost made him... I don't normally say, like, commentating would make you better at fighting, but you're certainly watching more fights. And I think it could make him a little bit better fighter.
You might be able to look at it different. You know, now you're watching it instead of just being in there, living it, reacting to it. You can kind of see the way things are trending in the fight before they happen.
Yeah. The rest of the card...
Is DC gonna fight again? Stay on top.
The rest... So, I don't know. Before we get to DC, I'm just going to say the rest of the card, I'm not... you can look at it. There's many names that I'm not really... I know the featherweight guy. Turkov, I know him, and Aguilar. So I know the featherweight fight.
Yeah, but that's kind of a boring card.
Yeah, the card itself is but that made it a hitter. That is a hitter.
That is a fight of the year candidate.
That could be, man.
You know?
So I like Dan Hooker a lot. Your brother always gave me shit for liking Dan Hooker, but he's fun to watch, man. He's a throws down kickboxer. He's in the same gym as Izzy.
What do you think about
Israel?
Oh yeah, I didn't know that. They won Coach of the Year. They did really good this year. Gym of the Year or something.
Yeah, they only lost one fight this year.
Yeah, that's insane.
Or last year.
Yeah.
And they have 2 champs in the UFC.
What'd you think about Al versus Dustin? You hear anything on that? It's not official or nothing, but they were talking shit to each other. I think that was actually started on Hawani's show.
Yeah, so Al on Hawani's show, like, basically just called him out. He's like, I don't like the way he fought against Khabib. He kind of bitched out, gave him the back.
I didn't watch this week Hawani's show.
Yeah, no, I did. I did watch it. And yeah, so he went hard in the paint. He kind of called him out. He was like, I think his wrestling sucks. I think it's a good matchup for me. I like the call out. I'm fucking down for that fight. It's a fun fight.
Yeah, but he's a good boxer,
I don't know. Did Dustin responded? I didn't see that.
Yeah, he it was on Twitter. And he was like, pretty much called him out saying, let's go. But he wants to go at 170.
Yeah, people are into this no cutting weight thing. It's fine. Do whatever you want.
Al's pretty small for 170, though.
Al is scrapping with Mike Perry this weekend. This Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
This Sunday.
A grappling match or something.
Yeah, I'm going to watch that. It's on Fight Pass.
Ooh, I don't know.
It's Chael Sonnen's... I think it's Chael Sonnen's flow grappling tournament thing. They fight in a cage, but it's only grappling. There's no slaps. It's just grappling. That's the biggest fight, I think. But I'm going to watch it. I'm going to get stoned and watch it.
Why doesn't Chael talk about that more? I don't even know about that.
Yeah, dude. Do you listen to Chael's podcast? Shout out to Chael's podcast. He's a sponsor, actually.
Bad Guy Incorporated.
Yeah, Bad Guy Incorporated is a sponsor of the show. No doubt.
So,
what else has been going on, man? Is that it for the fights? Is that all we've talked about? That's all that's coming up? March 7th's a huge fucking card. I saw Yoel Romero and Izzy face off. I still like Izzy in that fight.
The dance-off? Yeah, but you just never know with Yoel. That's the thing.
You could just blast him off. But we'll talk about that in the future.
Yeah.
We don't have any questions because I haven't posted any of this shit yet.
I'm
gonna get serious this week and post some shit. I promise to myself.
What about Nate Diaz? Anything on him you want to touch up? You hear anything on him?
Nate Diaz turned
do?
Down a couple of fights from the UFC, from what I'm told. But that's normal. Diaz turns down fights, and then when he wants to make like a quick milli, he'll come back. I think he kind of just does it for the money. He kind of just and besides that, he stays out of the fight game for the most part.
But keeps his character going.
Are we lame now?
Nah, I'm gonna dry real quick, but yeah.
You know what?
Letting it dry real quick. That way it don't burn weird.
Alright.
You know?
Yeah.
Anything else? So John's got that, and then Stipe. So I guess we could talk about what's next for Stipe, because he's got a lot of ways he could go. He could go John. Izzy's talking about going there soon. DC.
Did you say Izzy?
Yeah. Did you hear about that?
He's not going to fight a heavyweight anytime soon.
No, he said that that's more likely than John Jones.
Stop
He really wants to do that. He feels like he'd have a better chance of beating him than... No, I don't think he said that.
I don't know about all
out there.
that.
But yeah, his coach came out and said that he wanted to fight.
Heavyweight.
I'll tag you in it. I will find it and tag you in it.
That's fucking disturbing.
That's some serious news there. And some big heavyweight news should be coming out soon on who's fighting next where.
Yeah.
After
Stipe
Ngannou versus... Who's Ngannou
he's fighting
Rosenstruik.
Yep. Who do you have in that?
That's exciting. Don't even know. That's
in a
kind
couple.
of a flip of a...
Isn't that soon? That's like this. That's in March, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I knew that one was coming up. Which is Rosenstruik just fought. So, how is it? Rosenstruik.
Rosenstruik.
All right, I gotta learn next. He's up and coming. That's a big guy.
He's undefeated.
Yeah, if I see him, I
he
want to
beat.
make sure I pronounce his name
Who did he beat? Overeem.
Yep, he split Overeem's lip.
Oh yeah. Overeem was probably winning that fight. I don't think Overeem ever had him like hurt though. He's got a good chin. This is a really good matchup because they're gonna stand and bang, and Francis can bang.
Yeah, Francis. I think Francis is a little bit better than Alisar. Not by much.
In what way?
But,
they fought.
Yeah. I think that he's just a little bit bigger, a little bit meaner, a little bit more... For a heavyweight guy, I feel like he's just a little bit better fit.
I think right now in their careers, he's just more athletic and just more explosive. Like that uppercut he landed on Overeem was just like nightmarish, you know? So I think he can put anyone's lights out anytime. That's how fucking good a chin Stipe has.
Khabib and Tony have been quiet with each other.
I think Tony posts things here and there, but not too often. Khabib never really posts much. The only thing they posted sometime this week, he's in California from now till...
You peacing out?
Peace out there, dude.
The hoodie's gone.
All right. Yeah, fuck off. Don't come back. See ya. Yeah, thanks for sitting in. You're a piece of shit. Kidding.
Number one rule, you're a
What's
piece
his name?
of shit. Anthony.
That was Anthony, guys. Let's get a round of applause for Anthony. There you go.
I'm packing up one, otherwise I would.
Yeah, we're packing.
I like Anthony.
Anthony's fine.
Anthony, bring in a fucking lighter.
Anthony, god damn it, bring a lighter. What good is this person?
So, yeah, the MMA...
Do you have any hot takes this week?
Any hot takes?
Dude, I got a hot take.
Alright, let's hear it.
You ready?
No. Yeah, I'm ready. Just tell me something crazy.
GSP fights this year.
Ooh, that's a hot take. Do you got against who?
I think Kamaru Usman.
Usman.
Yeah. Because I think Usman beats Masvidal, and then GSP wants to come back and fight Khabib, but they do Khabib Conor first. This is only if he beats Tony, I guess, because that's not a guarantee. Yeah. But he goes Tony, then goes... Or what if they went Tony right? It could be Khabib, so it could be Tony and then GSP because Khabib has talked about.
Yep. Tony GSP.
I think
really
GSP is going to fight this year against Khabib or Kamaru Usman, depending on if Usman gets through Masvidal too.
I'd say.
That's what I think.
I mean, I didn't come up with that, but I think that,
GSP wants that 55 title because then he did 55, 70, and 85. Yeah. Or whatever. Is it 85 or 95?
85.
85, yeah. Yep. Middleweight.
Yeah, 85.
Yeah. I'm a dumb fuck sometimes.
Sometimes
I think middleweight's 195 for some reason, but it's not. It's 85. And then 205 is like, yeah.
But, man, it's crazy because GSP really did hit a window there of being able to get the middleweight. Imagine him coming back against Israel now or Whitaker or
he can't.
Gaslam.
He definitely looked small at middleweight. I don't think he stays there. But I think 50...
Who he beat there? Bisping?
Yeah. Which is a tough fight.
Yeah.
And
but Bisping would probably get fucking thrown around by these guys, too. I mean, he's a lot smaller.
I don't know. Bisping Prime, I think, can scrap with anybody. But he was at the tail end of his career. And, like, really, GSP just showed how good he is on the ground. Like, the trick that he performed on the ground there to get his back, it was just like a Like, giving him just enough space to get up, and as soon as Michael took that bait to get up, he just got his back and choked him out. And that's just so high level.
Yeah.
And I was like, man,
Space awareness.
That's why I think he's the greatest ever, because he's just kind of done it everywhere, and it's been really successful. He's, come back from his losses. I think he beat everyone he's ever lost.
He's got the perfect resume.
Yeah, and if he went back and fought Khabib at 55 and won, dude, like, then you can't even debate.
Which is one
at
loss.
All.
GSP's one loss against Sarah.
Yeah.
That one,
they didn't get it. They didn't run it back. Oh no, they ran it back. Yeah, and he lost the decision.
And that one,
or did he finish? Do you know how?
I don't know how that one happened. I know Sarah knocked him the fuck out.
Yeah, Sarah knocked him out.
And that one was just like, who?
This
doesn't even look like GSP.
I just watched that fight, and he got clipped. He just got hit hard. Yeah. But like Sarah hits hard, for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. Sarah's no joke, but. It just did not look like GSP. All right, I guess they're not bringing me a lighter, so.
Yeah, what an asshole, motherfucker. In this small break, I'm just gonna look up really quick here. We can be done. Isn't there anything else to talk about? I have no questions from any fans because we have no fans.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. So, GSP is your go.
Till's having visa issues. That's great.
Yeah, I seen that, but I heard that he wants to back up Izzy Joel. Feck?
What was I looking up? Oh, how he beat Sarah.
I guess a tech submission.
Oh, TKO knees to the body. Second round in Montreal. Booyah. Wow, BJ Penn.
They went to Montreal the second time?
We're at 25 minutes, but we can touch on BJ Penn really quick. Did you hear about he rolled that truck over?
I did.
And his blood indicates that he was drunk.
Everything we've heard about BJ has not been too good lately, so I guess that would not surprise me that he was a little bit intoxicated, but I mean, he's done quite a bit of shit, so maybe
I just feel like he's going through a tough time. So shout out to BJ Penn.
I
hope he's doing better. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. No injuries in the crash. I didn't hear anything.
I haven't heard anything like that. Shout out to BJ. I hear he needs to get out of Hawaii. He's got some bad friends there.
Yeah, I don't know where he could go. I think he said he did some training camps in California. Because he trained where Bisbee trains. And off the top of my very high brain, I can't think of who that trainer is. I think we're done, folks. I think we've wrapped it up. I think we've covered the bases.
This is all we got today?
I don't know. What else is in the news? Dustin talked a little bit. Nothing really happened. There hasn't been any fights announced recently.
Henry Cejudo, anything on him you want to talk about?
He did talk. He did call.
Did you hear about that racist thing?
Yeah, he called Aljamain Sterling.
I didn't think that was really that racist.
What did he call him? Aljamain.
Yeah.
Aljamain Sterling. Well, the host of UFC Fight Night, the woman host there. What's her name?
That's what I seen. I can't remember her name.
Come on, shout out to her. She's great. Shout out to Brendan Schaub. He's great.
Fuck you, Brendan.
Brendan's great. Now listen, he's a nightmare for anybody.
God bless Joe Rogan for dealing with him. But you know what, Joe? I'm a big fan of you, but fuck you for bringing him so popular.
Joe loves him.
I know. I don't understand that.
I think he's probably a nice guy, I guess.
He's got to be alright. I don't know.
I don't know.
He's not a great UFC fighter.
Or comedian. Let's be honest.
Or UFC commentator.
I hope he never commentates in the UFC.
Well,
alright, well.
Alright.
I'm gonna, you know what, we're gonna strategize, we're coming back at you. I wanna reply to you pieces of shit out there. Like, what do you guys think? If you're gonna talk shit about this show, if you dare cross that line on our comment section, you will get fried on this show. I'll tell you what. Mikey's got some comebacks too. And Deer sweatshirt, I'm gonna jack that guy's sweatshirt because you know what, I've been training some jiu-jitsu and I'm gonna choke him out and steal his sweatshirt.
Drummond and armbar.
Well,
guys, this is Lighter Flicks and Head Kicks.
Coming at you.
Episode 2.
Episode 2.
We're going to finish getting high, and we'll see you next week.
got my brain all distorted. Got me looking around here fucked up like a tourist. I'm clipping all these stems like I am a florist. I got your girl sleeping and creeping and leaving with me. Keeping it G, rolling with G, smoking a keep, know what I mean? Keeping it going up on my dream, keeping it going, you wanna be me? That OG Kush got my brain low. All these rappers foodie call them mangoes. I be with it, pretty bitch, you always with a stank hoe. I started from the bottom like an anchor. I don't really care if y'all hate. If I say I got faith, you can kill me now, I'm showing up at heaven's gate. Gotta pray we get paid. Word on that street, it's that white kid. All these other rappers don't like him. Swear to God, none of them would ever wanna fight him. I keep bad bitches excited. Top shelf, that shit gets lighted. My swag, they try to bite it. I'm too raw, I cannot hide it. Cause I'm a fucking pilot. Word? Fucking pilot. Who? Motherfucking, motherfucking pilot. Woo. Motherfucking pilot. Woo. Motherfucking pilot. Woo.